assistant.
Thank you for it. Is that a hint?
Welcome to mine and Kathleen's world, all right? We both have big noses. And we're proud of them.
How does Pinocchio do? Wonderful. You just almost knocked it over your head again.
I see trees of green and red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. Oh my God, look who walked in. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world, Mr. Cleaver. Good evening, Mr. Cleaver. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and that dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of those people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying that I love you. I see babies cry, watch them grow, 'cause they'll learn much more than I ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Larry played some of that nice piano we do so well. Colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky, they're also on the faces of those people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying that I love you. I see babies cry, and I watch them grow, 'cause they'll know much more than I ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think it's time for Stephen Berry, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. He's been on the road ministering
Good evening. I want to welcome you to Newman United Methodist Church and an evening of jazz vespers on this Halloween night, on this All Hallows Eve. If you are needing a restroom or water, you can find them right around the corner here. And this is, the Jazz Vespers is funded by donations. And so please, before you leave, when you leave today, leave money in one of the baskets, please. Anything else that I need to... Okay, I think that's it.
Do you have any of those little snake thingies that you light? You know, you could leave that. Oh, that's 4th of July.
That's 4th of July. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. The foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller. Spirit of life, we thank you for your many blessings, in particular for all the holy men and women we celebrate on All Saints' Day, which is tomorrow. Help us to contemplate their holiness in this eve of that holiday. And may your protection be upon all those involved in Halloween festivities during this night. From ghoulies and ghosties and long-legged beasties and things that go bump in the night, good Lord, deliver us.
See the fields bright and white as snow. Up from the fade of seeds we planted long ago. So many hearts in season with every breath they grow. He has made them ready, but we must bring them home. Lord of the harvest, place your fire in me. Servants you need now, servant I will be. Give me the eyes of your spirit, your heart of compassion to know. Lord of the harvest, show me where to go. you'll find me. Servant you need now, servant I will be. Give me the eyes of your spirit, your heart of confession to know. Yes, Lord, wherever you will bring me, wherever you will lead me. Lord of the harvest, Lord of the harvest, I'll go. Lord of the harvest, I'll go.
Hey, Michelle,
Yes.
why do I have this chart?
Which chart?
This one?
What is it?
Another key of pennies. I never have it. I think you're right.
Isn't that next?
No, it's now, but I have this chart also.
I don't know.
You gave it to me a long time ago.
Are you sure it's mine?
Yeah. It says written by Michelle Lecomte. Right there.
Well, is it in a different key?
Uh,
Is it, what key is it in?
Yes, it is.
Pennies, is it?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just kind of giving her crap. I'm holding you to it. We got to play it in this key someday.
Maybe it's a fire starter.
It might be a fire starter.
He doesn't have a fire.
It started.
You have a fire starter? You have a fire in your house? You have better heat than we do. We have to use wood.
Oh, no, we don't use wood.
They like their wood.
We live in a stone age. This is a modern age.
Has everybody like had too much sugar? Little pennies from heaven, nice and up.
Right, that's the one I was looking at.
Oh,
Look at the right one.
who would have thought? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Every time it rains, it rains. Pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud turns pain? Pennies from heaven. You'll find your fortune
Now, a word came stealing to me. My ear received the whisper of it. Amid thoughts from visions of the night when deep sleep falls on mortals, dread came upon me and trembling, which made all my bones shake. A spirit glided past my face. The hair of my flesh bristled. I stood still, but I could not discern its appearance. A form was before my eyes. There was silence. Then I heard a voice. Do not human beings have a hard service on earth? And are not their days like the days of a laborer? Like a slave who longs for the shadow, and like laborers who look for their wages. So I am allotted months of emptiness, and nights of misery are apportioned to me. When I lie down, I say, when shall I rise? But the night is long, and I am full of tossing until dawn. My flesh is clothed with worms and dirt. My skin hardens, then breaks out again. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and come to their end when the thread runs out. Remember that my life is a breath. My eye will never again see good. The eye that beholds me will see me no more. While your eyes are upon me, I shall be gone. As the cloud fades and vanishes, so those who go down to Sheol do not come up. They return no more to their houses, nor do their places know them anymore. Therefore, I will not restrain my mouth. I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I the sea or the dragon that you set a guard over me? When I say, my bed will comfort me, my couch will ease my complaint, then you scare me with dreams and terrify me with visions, so that I would choose strangling and death rather than this body. I loathe my life. I would never live forever. Let me alone, for my days are a breath. What are human beings that you make so much of them, that you set your mind on them? Visit them every morning, test them every moment. Will you not look away from me for a while? Let me alone until I swaddle my spittle. If I sin, what do I do to you, you watcher of humanity? Why have you made me your target? Why have I become a burden to you? Why do you not pardon my transgression and take away my iniquity? For now I shall lie in the earth. You will seek me, but I shall not be.
Once I lived the life of a millionaire. Spending my money, I didn't care. Took all my friends out for a good time. Buying high-priced liquor, champagne and wine. When I began to fall so low, didn't have a friend and no place to go. If I ever get my hands on a dollar again, I'm gonna hold on to it till that eagle grins. Nobody knows you. When you're down and out, in your pocket, not one penny, and your friend down, nobody knows you when you're down and out. I mean, when you're down and out. Nobody knows you. When you're down and out. Now I'm ready. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. When you're down and out. I mean, when you're down and out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Had a cough.
Sorry, wait a minute.
It's 2-1 Dodgers in the bottom of the sixth.
Sorry.
Anybody else?
I can't believe it never hit 2-1. Can't believe it. Are we at Burke? Okay. Sorry, guys.
2-1. I want 2. I want.
First, the sky and the earth and the flowing fields of the sea, the shining orb of the moon and the Titan sun, the stars. An inner spirit feeds them, coursing through all their limbs. Mind stirs the mass, and their fusion brings the world to birth. From their union springs the human race and the wild beasts, the winged lives of birds and the wondrous monsters bred below the glistening surface of the sea, the seeds of life. Fiery is their force, divine their birth, but they're weighed down by their bodies' ills or dulled by earthly limbs and flesh that is born for death. That is the source of all men's fears and longings, joys and sorrows. Nor can they see the heaven's light shut up in the body's tomb, a dark prison and deep. True, but even on that last day, when the light of life departs, the wretches are not completely purged of all the taints, nor are they wholly freed of all the body's plagues. Down deep they harden fast, they must, so long ingrained in the flesh, in strange, uncanny ways. And so the souls are drilled in punishments. They must pay for their old offenses. Some are hung splayed out, exposed to the empty winds. Some are plunged in the rushing floods, their stains, their crimes scoured off or scorched away by fire. Each of us must suffer his own demanding ghost. Then we are sent to Elysium's broad expanse. A few of us even hold these fields of joy. To the long days, a cycle of time seen through, cleanse our hard, inveterate stains and leaves us clear, ethereal sense, the eternal breath of fire purged and pure. But all the rest, once they have turned the wheel of time for 1,000 years, God calls them forth like the Lethe, great armies of souls, their memories blank, so that they may revisit the overarching world once more and begin to long to return to bodies yet again.
Sure. shortage on beans, we got a shortage on things we never need. We just can't hardly find. You know that soon we're gonna be asking, are we gonna die? I know a great thing that there's no shortage on. There's no shortage on God's mercy. There's no shortage on God's love. There's a shortage on you. Oh, there's a shortage on. There's a shortage on. There's a shortage on love. Things that we wasted, we just can't hardly find. Even a shortage on the end of the sky. I know a great thing that there's no shortage on. There's no shortage on God's mercy. There's no shortage on God's love. There's no shortage on God's mercy. There's no shortage on. God is love and mercy on everything. His precious love will leave you no doubt. Even when I'm Satan and things, God is supplied. Never one. Never run out. There's a shortage of friendship, there's a shortage of love, there's a shortage of neighbors, there's millions for one. They handle for one thing that there's no shortage of. There's no shortage on God's mercy, there's no shortage on God's love, there's no shortage on God's mercy, there's no shortage on God's love, there's no shortage on God's mercy, there's no shortage on God's love, there's no shortage on God's mercy, there's no shortage on Thank you very much. Thank you.
Halloween is an evening when we kind of let the inner child out of all of us. And some of us put on costumes and act goofy. And so with that in mind, The Night Wind by Eugene Field. Have you ever heard the wind go, you? 'Tis a pitiful sound to hear. It seems to chill you through and through with a strange and speechless fear. 'Tis the voice of the night that broods outside when folks should be asleep, and many's the time I've cried to the darkness brooding far and wide over the land and the deep. Whom do you want, O lonely night, that you wail the long hours through, and the night would say in its ghostly way, you, you, you. The mother told me long ago, when I was a little tad, that when the night went wailing so, somebody had been bad. And then, when I was snug in bed, whither I had been sent, with the blankets pulled up around my head, I'd think of what my mother said and wonder what boy she had meant. And who's been bad today? I'd ask of the wind that hoarsely blew, and the voice would say in its meaningful way, you, you, you. That this was true, I must allow. You'll not believe it, though. Yes, though I'm quite a model now, I was not always so. And if you doubt what things I say, suppose you make the test. Suppose when you've been bad someday, and up to bed you are sent away from mother and the rest, suppose you ask, who has been bad? And then you'll hear what's true, for the wind will moan in its roofless tone, you, you, you.
Okay, with that in mind, I have to change my hat. Because this next song is called Temptation. Char, is this okay?
What about all the chocolate in the room?
What?
That's chocolate. That's very tempting to me right now. I'd like to eat the whole bowl.
Well, do you want to wear the devil horns?
No, you got it.
Okay.
It's getting very strange.
Like it wasn't before.
It's always been this way, John.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right.
Would you like to
Well, this one starts out with like a bass solo, so I'm really thrilled.
Hi, Deb. How are you, honey? All right? Yeah. You count it off, girl.
Busted brandy and a diamond glass. Everything is made of dreams. Time is made from honey, slow and sweet. Only fools know what it means. Temptation, temptation. Temptation, I can't resist.
Winding on down, winding on down. Oh, good gosh, we're winding on down, winding on down, winding on down. 2 more songs to go till the end of the year, till next year. Huh?
John's going to give us an update here.
Oh my gosh, it's 3-1 Dodgers. Oh my gosh.
3 to 1.
I'm sorry, guys. I know this is the wrong place to do this, but it's
Put that away.
Bottom of the 7th, 3-1 Dodgers. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just curious, how many people here from California? Or lived in California?
Yeah, but how many are Giant fans?
Yeah, well, some of them, you know. Oh, no.
All right.
John and I and Larry and
How about
Michelle,
give me the simple life?
we're all from Southern California. You're from Southern California. You were born in Glendale. Here we go. We'll get back to this music. Folks are blessed who make the best of every day. Living by their own philosophy. Everyone beneath the sun must find a way. This font is getting smaller and smaller. And I have found the only one, the only way for me. Tom's gonna set it up here. I don't believe in fretting and grieving. Why mess around with strife? I never was cut out to step and strut out. So give me the sin of life. The sunlight is pleasant, dining on pheasant. Those things roll off my night. Just serve me tomatoes and mashed potatoes and give me a simple life. A cottage small is all I'm after. Not one that's spacious and wide of that mansion. A house that rings with joy and laughter, with the ones you love inside. The sunlight's not my road. I like the low road, free from the cares of strife. Sounds corny and seedy, but yet needy. So give me that simple life.
It's been a great gig.
It's been a great gig. We've been doing this 12 years now. A dozen years we've been doing this. Hope we get to do this again. We like doing it. Stephen, thank you for all you do.
This is fun.
He worked.
Look at all this. You should see this. He works on this. This guy. Text, he gives us some real serious wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
About 25, 30 years ago, I read a scientific discovery that there are more men who die at 2 o'clock in the morning of natural causes than any other time in the 24-hour clock.
What were they doing at 2 o'clock in the morning?
This actually led me to a number of sleepless nights. Right. Well, the results of all those sleepless nights is what you're about to hear. This is called Lamplit Streets. I find pleasure in the night. The subtle peace of a moonlit forest, the ominous silence of a lamplit street. For long hours I walk, enjoying the solitude under dark shadows of night. There is a special time of night that the silence is best. At 2 a.m., when the shadow of death walks the earth and takes the lives of those men sleeping, he can find me under a starless, lamplit sky, chasing night things from their lairs. This empty night I walk the streets with the only sound I hear are my own footsteps and the blood rushing through my ears. The thin gray mist is a covering shroud that dulls the night colors and muffles all the distant noise away. His eyes are a deep swirls of gray set in an ageless face. His voice is soothing, but leaves an empty chill in its wake. I have searched for you in this quiet night among the shadows passing, and found you here at last, here alone, with the gray mist massing. What brings you here to this very place among an eternity of time and space? What forces have compelled you to walk under lamplit glow where the moving hands of time are slow? Where the spirits of sleeping men are slowly dying embers, and those that live have dreams not one remembers. I have waited for you in your sleeping dreams so I can take you with me without a scream. For endless hour after hour I have waited, for it is death. In a dreaming sleep you are fated. Alas, you have kept me waiting beyond allotted time. So with this impassioned speech in my rhyme, I hope to convince you to find your night's rest, so I can clear my books and get you off my chest. Conform, please, to the rules of your end, so to heaven or hell your soul I can send. Spectre of death, you have indeed a convincing argument, spoken most eloquently. But it leaves me with a question in my mind that I am in need to ask. Query me in haste. I have no time to waste. Are you saying that if I do not sleep at night, you cannot take my spirit? As you say, it is the way. His voice cracked in angry despair. I smiled and walked on into the long gray night, enjoying the peace and silence of the lamplit streets. I want to thank you for coming here this evening. It has been a wonderful evening of music. I've loved it all. It's wonderful music this evening, and you have been a good audience. So I thank you for coming. This evening, take courage, be confident and strong. Go where you must go, do what you must do. Shed tears, endure sorrow, live with loneliness. Put your hope in the risen Christ who leads us through death to resurrection and eternal joy. From ghoulies and ghosties and long-legged beasties and things that go bump in the night, good Lord, deliver us. Go, serve God. You are free.
Grab your coat, get your hat, leave over drinks on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the state. Don't you hear that bitter talk? And let me step so step. Why can't we so sweet on the sunny side of the street? I used to walk of our behavior. We hope to see you next year.